Welcome dear students. So today we are going to discuss another topic in the subject traffic engineering and management from module 4. So already in module 4 we have discussed what are intersections, what are the different types of intersections, and also the design criteria for the various types of intersections. Next we will be discussing the following topics in module 4, that is traffic signals, the warrants of traffic signals, types of signals, signal coordination, design of fixed time signal using Webster's approach. So these are the remaining topics that we are going to discuss in module 4. In today's class, we will be discussing what are traffic signals and what are the advantages and disadvantages of traffic signals. So what do you understand by traffic signals? So we all have come across various controlling devices which are placed at various locations on the highways, especially at the intersection of the road and also at crossings like the pedestrian crossings, etc. So traffic signals, they are actually automatic traffic control devices which actually directs the traffic to stop and to proceed at intersections using the red and green traffic light signals as per the predetermined time settings. And the main requirements of the traffic signal are, firstly, it will draw the attention of the road users. So who are the road users? They are the drivers. So it draws the attention of the drivers, and then it will enable the drivers to understand the meaning of the light signal. So if it is red, what does it mean? If it is green, what does it mean? So they will understand, or it enables them to understand the meaning of the light signal, and then it provides sufficient time to respond, and then it ensures minimum wastage of time. So these are the main requirements of traffic signal. So it should draw the attention of the road users, it should enable them to understand the meaning of the light, and then provide sufficient time to respond, and then ensure minimum wastage of time. So that is what is called as a traffic signal. They are nothing but automatic traffic control devices. Now, why do we require a traffic signal? So, like I told you, these are usually placed at the intersections, road intersections. So, we know that at intersections, especially where there is large number of crossings and right turn traffic, there is always a possibility of several accidents which can occur, especially because the vehicles cannot move in an orderly manner. So, on the crossroads with two-lane or two-way traffic, there are so many points of conflict. So the problem of such conflicts, especially at the intersection, it actually gains more significance as the volume of the traffic increases. So traffic signal is very much essential to reduce the delay, to improve the safety, to help low volume roads, and also for the orderly flow of the traffic, and to reduce the frequency of accidents. So like I told you, in conflicting traffic movements, that is at the uh, road intersections and also the right turn traffic, there is always a possibility of occurrence of accidents. So intersections, we can say, they are the major source of all accidents and crashes, and also the cause of delay in the vehicles, because what happens is at intersections the vehicles will try to avoid the conflicts and other vehicles. So there is always a delay at intersections. So that is why we can say that traffic signals are very much needed, especially at the road intersections. Now, most of the roadway intersections are usually not signalized because the volume of the traffic may be less, and also there will be adequate side distances. And at some point, the volume of the traffic and also the frequency or severity of accidents will be more. So that is when we require the traffic signals. Now, coming to the advantages and the disadvantages of traffic signals. So, if traffic signal is properly designed, say at intersections, it can have various advantages, and few of them, like it is listed below. So, if the traffic signal is designed in a proper manner, then it will provide an orderly movement of traffic at the intersection. So there will be uniform and orderly movement of traffic if it is properly designed, and also the quality of the traffic flow will be improved because it forms compact platoons of vehicles, and all the vehicles will move at approximately the same speed. So that means there will be a the traffic flow will be of good quality, and also there is a reduction in the number of accidents because there will be a reduction in the conflicts, the crossing conflicts, notably the right angled collisions. So usually right angled collisions is what leads to majority of the accidents. So there will be a considerable reduction in the accidents due to the crossing conflict, especially at right angled collision, especially due to right angled collisions. And also the traffic handling capacity will be highest among the different types of intersections at grade, and there will be it will be also provide a chance to traffic of minor road to cross the continuous traffic, then flow of the main road at reasonable intervals of time. And also it will provide easy uh, crossing of the pedestrians. So pedestrians will be can easily cross the road, or they can safely cross the street. And the when the signal system is properly coordinated, then there is a reasonable speed along the major road. So there will be no considerable reduction in the speed. If it is well coordinated, then there will be a reasonable speed along the major road traffic. And also there will be a possible improvement in the capacity, and there will be no much delay. So automatic traffic signal may work out to be more economical when it is compared to a manual control. So when it comes to a manual control signal, we'll have to have an officer or a policeman, so then it will be more uneconomical. Whereas if it is automated, then it will work out to be more cheaper or more economical. So these are some of the advantages of traffic signals. Coming to the disadvantages of traffic signal. So in this case, the large stop time delay. So this is one disadvantage when it comes to a traffic signal. There will be a delay when the stop time is too large, and also the complex signal design problems. That also is one disadvantage of traffic signals. And here also we can see that the rear end collisions increases. So whenever there is a traffic signal, so suddenly when the vehicle brakes, so what happens is there will be a chance of rear end collision. And then improper design and location of the signals also will lead to violation of the control system. So that is also one of the disadvantage. Then the failure of the signals, mainly due to, suppose there is a electric power failure or say any other defect, it can cause confusion to the users. So that is also one disadvantage. And then the variation in the vehicle arrivals on the approach roads may also cause increase in the waiting time on one of the roads and unused green signal time on other road when fixed time traffic signals are used. So fixed time traffic signal, that we'll be discussing when we study the different types of signals. So these are all the disadvantages. And like I told you, the possible effects of a poorly timed traffic signal: it will cause vehicle delay, it will increase the rear end collisions, that is increased vehicle crashes, and then there will be a disruption to the traffic progression. So these are the various disadvantages of traffic signals. Now coming to the different types of traffic signal. So traffic signals are broadly classified into three types: the traffic control signals, which are further classified as fixed time signal, manually operated signal, and automatic signal. Then we have the pedestrian signal and special traffic signal. So we'll be discussing the different types of traffic signal in the next class.